and then you just move out your own way. And that was the only thing holding you back. Like, way better than that. You know what I mean? Bro, it's never about to be like you talking about I want this and that. All right, well prepare for it.
Mm-hmm.
What are you willing to feel, bro?
Mm-hmm.
How can anybody else tear me down and I tore myself down?
Mm-hmm.
As bad as, you know what I mean? I was terrible. If you are your biggest enemy, and then you just move out your own way, and that was the only thing holding you back.
And that's the thing with that analogy too. A lot of us is holding ourselves back from actually failing, from actually succeeding. Because I did a podcast with Nina Simone Jordan yesterday. Like, bro, the conversation was great. She was phenomenal. But the fact that I was like, I was reading this book that we give so much to other people, but when it's time for us to receive something, we don't know how to accept it. And then, because it's hard to, okay, boom, I'm giving. You try to give me something. No, I'm cool, thank you. No, it's good, whatever. Good. Then once we start to be receptive of success, the grind, the journey, the process ourselves, we start to realize the mental cages on that we have trapped in our mind, that shit is let go. That shit is gone. Because
live with peace.
You live with peace.
Just wake up and say I choose peace, bro. That's what I'm starting to preach that a lot, bro. When you feel and you hear with anxiety, bro, it's my mind. My symptoms. My mind was just racing, right, all the time. Crazy shit you don't want to hear, right? In the military, be strong, be this, be that. But when you can finally silence that, bro, you'll like do anything to make sure you don't hear that stuff again, or at least try to prevent it. You know what I mean? My house got broken into. I didn't have an alarm system. Let me put an alarm system. You know what I mean? Set up things for that. And like I started to realize like everybody's problems ain't my problems. It's okay to say no. It's okay to not answer this phone call. It's okay to just not care about what these people are thinking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And do you, man? You know what you're doing at the end of the day. Just silence the voices. And that's what peace. Like once you get that, bro, you do anything to keep that. You know what I mean? And that's me right now, at least. That's me, man. Peace is amazing. People do not know what stress will do to you. They don't know.
And I like the fact that you're speaking from experience rather than seeing somebody else go through their own trials and tribulations. What made you learn how to say no? Because everything happened for a reason. You just don't wake up and be like, man, I'm gonna start saying no. No. Shit has to happen in order for you to realize, okay, I'm saying yes too much. I'm giving up my time, me, too much when people are ungrateful for that. What caused that?
Just being stuck in situations and then you realizing like the things that you do for people, a lot of people ain't gonna do for you. You know what I mean? Just because you got that heart don't mean everybody else do. And I'm just a genuine person. If I don't mess with you, I don't mess with you. You'll know. I don't care. And that's one thing about me. So it's just like you keep just experiencing things and then you start reading and then you start spending time with yourself. You start realizing things. And I think it's just with age as well. You start to mature. Some people mature sooner than others, especially with experiences. I think that's the best way to get maturity is by experience. But just experiencing things, reading up, watching videos on things that's been through the same thing as me, learning from other people's mistakes as well, and then just setting boundaries, bro.
Boundaries. So you said something about boundaries, and I actually fucks with how you said it. But for somebody that's learning themselves, is learning how to say no, what does boundaries mean? How can you depict what a boundary is and what is not from your personal experience?
With me, I'm gonna be real with you. It started off with like my mom, and that might sound messed up or whatever, but me personally, bro, I don't feel like I ain't gonna start with mom. It's just some people shouldn't ask you certain things. You know what I mean? Like, would you let a person come up to you and just ask you about your finances?
Mm-mm.
That's a boundary you set, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like a personal inside boundary, right?
Mm-hmm.
It would make you uncomfortable if someone made you feel like that, right? If someone came up and asked you, not uncomfortable, but like what the, like you had to. Why
Yeah.
would you do that? Like no. So, and that's just something like money is just I don't know. I feel like a lot of people tell on themselves about how much money they got. You know what I mean? But
People telling themselves regardless of the fact.
yeah.
You know, people give too much information. I can ask you your name. You gonna tell your name, where you from. You know what I'm saying? Like what you do. You feel me? Unless I ask you, people just gonna give the information. Like damn, I'm from Ohio. I do this. You feel me? Damn, bro.
I'll be real with you. I was gonna ask you to cut that out.
Yeah, I cut out.
Yeah. Well,
You gotta remind me because I'm gonna fucking forget.
But yeah, I got you. But boundaries, man. And I'm gonna be real with you. What did it was so I started this like my walk with God or whatever, like really took it serious.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought like, you want to be a servant, you want to always help people and this and that. And I read a book that put it in the terms of like Christian terms, like where in the Bible God says it's all right. And I'm not just pushing my faith or anything like that, but for what I believe in, it is all right to be like, no. It is all right to be like, I don't want to do that. It's going to inconvenience me. It's going to mess this up.
Mm-hmm.
And it in the book I read was boundaries, but it put things in perspective of like everyday situations that happen. You don't even realize that you should have set a boundary. That happens in people's lives all the time.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And that also has to be with people that are um, they're able to accept things, bro. You know what I mean? You gotta have those type of people around you because like they could get offended and
Yeah.
oh, I ain't never gonna talk to you again. You doing this and that. They feel a certain way. So it also goes with the crowd you got around you. Like, are you gonna be able to do that?
Mm-hmm.
And just come out of nowhere like, all of a sudden boundaries. You can't ask me this no more because I heard this on a podcast. But yeah, bro. Boundaries is. I mean, if it's inconveniencing you, it's not gonna. I'm not gonna say benefits you. Don't always look for a benefit.
Mm-hmm.
But it's gonna be messing all this up and causing this chaos and this stress, and it's stopping or preventing you from doing something that you need to do for yourself first. Because you can't pour from an empty cup, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just keep pouring your water into other people's cup, bro. Eventually, you ain't gonna have nothing because no one's pouring nothing into you, and you're not pouring nothing into yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So you just gotta realize, like, and I had to realize that, like, until I build myself up and all that, I'm not gonna be able to help nobody else around me.
And realizing that is the most important thing there is because I was trying to help everybody. You know what I'm saying? Just because I see the value in when helping somebody. But the thing about that, people would take advantage of that shit. People take advantage of you just because you have a helping hand. You're willing to help anybody. And people don't understand, like, boom, like, since I'm doing this, you don't have to take advantage of it. But
set them boundaries.
Right, I didn't set no
It's
boundaries.
okay to help someone to set a boundary.
Yep, I didn't set no boundaries. I ain't had no boundaries.
People like, hey, can you help me move?
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, you got me for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Instead of you thinking you got me for the whole day.
Mm-hmm.
Because you learned from that first time you helped that person. Oh, you overstepped the boundary. You never even asked. You never did this and that. You never, you just expecting things. People think differently. I'm not saying it. Don't be an asshole. But, excuse my language. But, you just know.
Entitlement.
Exactly.
Entitlement,
yeah.
like
this and that. You don't like that. You don't like that type of energy, bro. It's okay to get rid of negative energy around you. And I hate that people realize it's causing them so much stress or people are doing this and that. And I'm like, how? You don't have to let it. Just stop. Just kill the conversation. Hang the phone up. What are we talking about?
Walk away. Yeah.
Bro, if you come up and you on that, bro, I just pick peace, bro. Like, even a fight, I don't think I'll ever fight again. I used to love fighting, bro. It's dumb. It's dumb. There's nothing you get from it, bro. I just walk away. I just laugh. Like, what do you... Peace, bro. I pick peace every time, bro. I'm trying to live long, bro.
Yep.
You know stress causes cancer.
Stress causes anxiety. You feel me?
Exactly, bro. So when you find peace, bro, and you realize the things that are continue to bring you peace, you'll know to keep doing those things, bro. And you'll keep protecting and you'll keep building boundaries, bro. And your boundaries change over time as well as you change as a person. Like, just because you set this boundary now don't mean like it's gonna be like that forever.
Excuse
But
me.
whatever season you in, whatever you trying to do, you know, sometimes you gotta set boundaries. Like, you would set a boundary if you trying to get, like me, I'm trying to get my real estate license. Bro, I can't have you calling me. That's a boundary. You can't just call me whenever right now. I'm studying. I'm in the lab. I'm in the dungeon. You know, I lock myself in there. Like, well, shorty, I tell her, like, I'm focused right now. You can't be texting me. That's a little boundary, you know what I mean? Because I'm in the gym. Like, come on, unless you need something. Like, let's be real. So, like, it's okay to do that when, like, the time is needed. You know, there's certain boundaries you got to set during certain seasons. People got to realize that. It's okay to, like, lift a boundary and this and that. Like, I felt this way during this time, but, like, you know what I mean? Not saying you're supposed to just be changed all the time, but some things you can switch up.
Change is inevitable.
Yeah.
I said that right? Inevitable.
Inevitable?
Inevitable.
Yeah.
Inevitable. Yeah, that one.
I gotta drink more water and I can see it.
That ain't the only one. But the fact that we constantly changing each and every day.
Be a dynamic person. You know,
I agree.
If a mindset is better than mine, bro, I don't have no problem taking it on.
And it's crazy that you said that. So I had reached out to this young lady. I don't know her name. I don't know. She started following me today. I had looked on her page and she's talking about mental depression. You feel me? Growth and like just becoming the best version of herself. So I reached out to her to come on the podcast. And how I reached out to her, you know, how I reached out to everybody else. You want to come on to the podcast? You know, have you ever been on one? Someone say yes, someone say no. But she was like, "Here, I'm gonna send you a template." I'm like, hold on. She sent me a template and was like how to actually properly ask for somebody to come on to the podcast. I'm like, damn. I ain't gonna lie, when she sent that, I'm like, hold on, my pride was kind of hurt.
Oh no, bro.
But then I was like, for what? Here, let me help you. Here, let me help you. Sent the
Go about
template.
it the right way.
I'm like, damn. I said thank you, and the template that she sent me, I sent it back, but I put my information in.
Exactly.
I'm like,
that's what I'm saying. Don't be hurt.
man.
Why, bro? I started to realize that. You know, it's another thing, bro. People, bro. If you say something, bro. If you say something and you react a certain way, I should not feel no type of way. Because how someone else reacts is a reflection of themselves, not you. You tell them something. You know what I mean? You was the animal inside. I'm like, bro, you got a big nose. You punched me right in my face. That's a reflection of, bro, you are weak.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, are you serious? You know what I mean? What bothers you?
Yep.
And when you start realizing that, bro, like, it's just like that. It's golden. I'm telling you, bro. Like you were saying.
Oh no, you good, and you hit it like right on the nail because I had told my homegirl, and she was like, accept people that's willing to help. I'm like, damn, because everybody's willing to. Well, most people. Yeah.
Most people would not do that.
I'm like, damn.
She was like,
here, let me help you.
And come back to me and do it the right way. I like that. That's queen activity. I like that, queen.
Yeah, that's, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. That shit just really opened my eyes. I'm like, bro, damn. I was surprised. I'm stoked.
But she's setting a standard, man.
Yeah.
And that should help you out. Don't look at it in a negative light. You know what I mean? She could have just said no and not even told you why she said no.
And I agree. And I appreciate it. I'm highly appreciative. But the simple fact that she took the time out, like, here, let me help you. She sent the template. I don't know. I think she's white.
Oh, okay.
I think she's white.
It don't matter, but
yeah.
Queen, okay. Still queen.
Regardless of the fact, queens, you feel me? And that's what it's all about, getting around people that want better for you, not only for themselves, but for you also. Right. That's why I think that we got a stronger connection because, like, we're constantly growing. We're constantly being around the same room, in the same conversations. And it's very vital that we do that because you see the growth within yourself. I see the growth within yourself, and it's like constant value that we constantly change. And every time we speak, every time we see each other, every time we come encounter, it's constant. It's value being brought, been taken, been brought, been taken, been brought, been taken. It's not just a give. It's a give, take. Yeah. You feel me? And what's your perspective on that?
It just sounds like I said, with the water you giving out to everybody. It sounds like I'm pouring out some of my water, but you giving it right back. That's all it sounds like. You know what I mean? You was in the desert, you gave me some of yours. I'm thirsty too. You know what I mean? Like, straight like that. But there's nothing wrong with that. That's where we at now, especially as a community, just to talk on like our race. Like, I feel like we get so stuck in like jealous, like we just turn against each other.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not supposed to be like that. And you know, I had to start realizing like when it comes to jealousy and envy, like, bro, you helping someone, and you doing it in a genuine way and stuff like that. Like, instead of you hating on that person, bro, you help them and you give them what you know, right? Let's say you went off and be a billionaire with the thing I told you. You don't think that I'm gonna be in the room with you one day, or like you'd ever like hit me back up? Like, you gonna be up there with them? Like, why? If it's a real person, you know what I mean? I'm not saying everyone thinks like that, but like it's okay to just show it out sometimes, because you want someone to get the same thing you do. The golden rule, bro: treat someone how you want to be treated. You know what I mean? Like, you don't just go and be a leech, bro. People don't like that. Like, you know what I mean? I hate that people just call me for things, bro, and it's never like, oh, how you doing? Just a simple how you doing. I'll help you, but like a simple how you doing, how this been,
how you feeling,
like talking, this and that. It's always, oh, that's cool. What you doing? Oh, can I have this? What do you mean? And I'm out here by myself. My family on a whole other side of the country. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay to just be, and they asking me for stuff. Like, you know what I mean?
And that's when the boundaries come in. That
it's a little, you know what I mean? And you set boundaries with stuff like that, because it happens so often. Then you realize I don't like that feeling. Let me set this boundary right here. It's okay to put a fence up right here. This little dog keep running in your yard. Come on, man. Like, people don't just, they just so afraid of like being mean and not like just doing what's best for yourself. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. But it's lessons to it. Some people learn earlier than others. And some people just have to go through things.
I agree.
And I'm glad I went through them before, you know, sooner than later.
I agree, boy, because, man, and it's crazy because people don't understand. All you got to do is just ask how you're doing. How you doing? You have to be genuinely concerned.
You don't know what you do to that person's day. Never know.
You'll never know.
Someone actually cared, but you never know if that person was about to, like, they was thinking about hurting themselves. You know what I mean?
You got a story on that?
I mean, we've heard the stories.
I'm talking about your personal story.
Like, me helping someone?
Yeah, like just making their day, just for that little small gesture.
Oh yeah, I always done that though. Like, I've always tried to like make people laugh and stuff. I used to always, like, when I was younger, be like, why you not smiling? It just make people laugh. Oh, well, at least he cared. I'm smiling. You know what I mean? It just makes someone put a smile on the face. It takes a lot more to frown and stuff like that. Just smile.
I agree.
And I'm telling you, and I got a RBF, whatever the females be calling it, resting bitch face. The resting bitch face. You know what I'm saying? But I'm starting to learn to smile, man. There's nothing wrong with it. It look good on you, you know what I'm saying? And you smiling. Smiling is contagious. Just like laughter. Like, we designed for that. We designed like that for a reason. It brings joy. Spread it. You know what I mean? Like, you want to feel joy, right? You want somebody to do it to you, right? Why not?
I'm trying to tell you.
I hold doors. I do all that. I'm a gentleman, man. I love, like, making people's day. You know, I don't got to be all personal with you. I don't got to do all that. But just a simple, like, hello. Like, you see someone's head down, bro. You don't know what they going through, bro. Someone that just passed away. Like, they could have got into a car accident. Like, they could be in, like, just got evicted. There's a million things, bro. You know what I mean? And it's just, you don't know what that could do. That could get them hope. That could spark something in them. You know what I mean? When they want to throw in the towel. So, that's what I feel on that.
And I actually like that too, because I had it was this guy. I can't remember his name. It was this homeless guy, but he was looking in the trash can. I was like, "Have you ate today?" No, I'm lying. It was a different guy. So this guy was on the street. What's that thing called? Like, it's the highway, but he in the middle.
The median?
Yeah.
I think so. I don't know.
The median?
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
I don't think I don't think it's the median, but he was standing on a little sidewalk thing, and I had pulled up. I was like, "Have you ate today?" He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "You thirsty?" He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "All right, cool. Meet me over here." So I go in, but I made the wrong turn. So I seen him walking down. Like, so I made the wrong turn. I made it up, but he was going down to the right. So I was like, "Cool. Let me bust a U-turn and go back and help him." And so I was like, "What you want to drink?" He's like, "Man, a Coke and just a Coke." All right, cool. Like a waterworks. What I like to do, I like to get people like a big gallon or a whole bunch of water, because this shit ain't gonna last you. It ain't gonna last you that long. But so I got him some water.
Make sure you bring one to the next podcast.
Yeah, in person.
Yeah, bring me a whole gallon of water. All right.
Or you got another one.
Nah, I need the whole gallon, bro.
You better sip slowly.
You supply my
You
water for
better
the day.
you better
I need
sip
my
slowly.
gallon. I need my extra cost.
And so I'm talking to him. Well, I'm not even talking. I'm hearing him vent. He was like, man, thank you for just talking to me. Thank you for just talking to me. I said, man, that's what I said. I understand you're going through something. Who am I to say that what you're going through is not important? No, it's very important. It's very understanding. I'm not in the position that you're in, but at least I can do is just give you an ear to talk to. Give you some water, give you some drink, you feel me? And it's just the small things that make people happy. He was like, thank you. You know?
Matter, man.
Exactly, bro. That's why people don't understand like how important the little things are.